Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel Mission Net Physics Exam. And guys, today in this video we will be discussing a very important topic of mathematical physics. And I hope that after watching this video till the end you will have the clear idea about this topic, and it is one of the most important and most expected topic of mathematical physics in our upcoming CSIR NET exam as well as in GATE exam and other similar exams. This is gonna be the most important and the most expected topic. So today I will be covering the important, or you can say the must like to know points from this particular topic. And once you're going to watch this video till the end, you will get to know about the steps you need to take to solve the questions based on this topic, and what are the important things. Everything will get clear to you. So now let's just start the discussion. We will be talking about the contour integration today in this video. And guys, here I will be sharing the important things about the contour integration too. So I hope that it is gonna be helpful for all of you guys. In case if you will have any doubt anywhere, you can surely mention it in the comments and we will talk about those points. Now let's talk about it. First of all, contour integration topic, that is very important. Here we are going to consider a contour, but what is gonna be the role of the contour and how it will work, we will talk about that too. So now let me just firstly tell you that what are the different type of contours, contour integration based questions you can have, and how you will be working on those questions. Done. So the basic type of contour integration question is in which you will have an integration given to you over a contour C, and then there will be a function given to you. It can be the function of z, or it can even be given to you as a function of x or any other variable, but generally or most of the time we get the questions in which we are going to have the function of z given to us. Okay, so integration over c fz dz. Okay, now this is the first type of question. Here sometimes they are going to give us the equation of the contour. For example, mod z minus c is equal to r. So this is what this is, let's say c1 or anything you can write. So this is the contour notation. Here if I will equate this mod term with 0, I will get z is equal to c1, and that's gonna be the center of the circle. Okay, and what is this? This will be the radius. So generally they give us the equation in this way. That's gonna be mod z minus 1 is equal to 3. So it is gonna show us that z is equal to 1 is the center of the circle and 3 is the radius of that circle. So if I want to plot it, how we will be plotting it? So z is equal to 1 is the center of the circle and 3 as like the value 3 or 3 units is the radius. So 1, 2, 3 this side, 1, 2 and 3 this side. So that's how we can make a circle, and that's our contour. Okay, it's not looking like a circle right now, but that's how you will be getting the type of question. Like it can be one of the type of questions. Same way, if I'm going to talk about the second type of question, you can have the question in such a way, that is integration minus infinity to plus infinity fz dz. So this is another type of question we can have. Done. And then another thing, if I'm going to talk about in this case and in the previous case, what is the difference between both? So here the contour C was given to us. Either they will say it's a unit circle or they will give you the equation of the circle. But in this case, they have already given us the integration limits, which are minus infinity to plus infinity. And what we do in any such type of question, I will talk about that in upcoming videos. Or you can check out the videos I have uploaded on this channel till now regarding this topic. You will get to know about it. So guys, now let's talk about the next thing here. So this is another type of question. This is also contour integration based question. As is in our syllabus, we are going to have the contour integration, not the basic integration. So this type of question will also belong to this topic as per our syllabus. Next, we can have the integration 0 to 2 pi given to us. Okay, and then f theta d theta. So this is the another type of question. Generally the form we consider here is gonna be d theta upon a plus b cos theta or something like that. Or in general the cos theta or the sin theta is gonna be in the denominator. So it can even have some different form, but cos theta or sin theta or something like that in the denominator we consider most of the time in any such type of question. Another thing, once we are going to have these type of questions, Okay, and like any of these can be given to you. So in that case, what are the steps we will be taking? We will talk about that now. And guys, this was even very important discussion because we should know what exactly we can have in the question. What type of questions are the expected ones from a particular topic? So if there will be someone who doesn't know about any of these things, so for them it becomes very important to understand the type of question. After understanding or getting the information about the type of question, now what you can do, you will have to work on the steps which you have to take when you will be solving these questions. Okay, so these questions. Now the step number one, we need to focus on the poles. What is the pole? So basically any finite value of z, like we have mentioned, it is the function of z. Okay, here you can see, here we have mentioned it's a function of z, or it can be converted to the function of z. How we do that conversion, we will talk about it when we will be doing the discussion about this form. Okay, so whenever we will be discussing it, I will let you know how you can convert it into the function of z. So once you are going to do that, you will have the function of z given to you. So when you want to find the pole, what you have to do, you have to equate the denominator with 0 most of the times and get the value of z. Now what will happen if you will equate the denominator with 0? So in that case, if there is a fraction, okay, in the numerator something is there in the fraction, and then in the denominator you are gonna have 0. So something upon 0 is what? It's gonna be infinity, which is not defined. So any finite value of z which can make the given function not defined, or which is giving you the infinity value, that's gonna be what? That is the pole. So that's how, like most of the time when we want to find the pole, what we can do, we can equate the denominator with 0, because if I'm equating the denominator with 0, whatever value of z I will get, that's the pole. Okay, now once you have got the pole, what you have to do, you have to check it out that whether that pole is existing within the given contour or not. So if it will be existing within the given contour, now that is our next step, that is it within the contour. Contour can be a circle, contour can be any figure given to us, any closed path, any closed curve. Okay, so something like that. Once you're gonna check it out, is the pole lying within the contour? So if the answer is yes, the pole is lying within the contour. Okay, in that case, what will happen? The C is representing here the contour. Done. So in that case, what will happen? In that case, when the pole is lying within the contour, you have to take the next step, that is, you have to find the residue. When you will have to find the residue, you will have to first of all work on, or you have to check the order of the pole. Depending on the order of the pole, you will select the formula to find the residue. So order of the pole, once you will get to know about that, then select the formula for residue. Once you will select the formula for residue, after that, just after finding the residue, what you have to do, you have to find the integration. As per the Cauchy's in like residue theorem, what you have to do, if there is a closed contour C given to you, in that case the integration over the closed contour C will be equal to 2 pi iota into sum of residue. 2 pi iota into sum of residue. So that's how you are going to have the integration final answer. But residues you also have to consider only at those poles which are lying within the contour. If there is any pole which is outside the contour, you don't need to consider the residue corresponding to that. So these are the basic general steps which we generally need to take when we want to find the integration over any given contour, and that should be the closed contour. For the closed contour, this Cauchy's residue theorem is applicable. So that's how, by taking these steps, you will be able to get the answer for any such type of question. So guys, these were the basic steps which we take generally to get the answer for the contour integration based questions. Whether they are gonna be of any of these types, we need to follow these steps, but sometimes there are gonna be some of the modifications in the method. We will be talking about that too, or even in my previous videos I have considered that part too. But if you are new on this channel and you have not watched my previous videos which I have uploaded like some time ago, so in that case don't worry, because I am going to talk about it now as well. So you will get to know about these points here in these videos. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video till this point. Now we will be discussing something important which can surely help you to prepare very well for your upcoming exam as well. So I hope you all know about the Unacademy Plus courses. We are going to have the well structured and the well planned courses by the top educators on Unacademy Plus. So if you want to join the more regular live classes by the top educators, then you can take the Unacademy Plus subscription. And whenever you will proceed further to take the subscription, you can take these steps. First of all, you can download the Unacademy Learning app. Then you can select your goal, for example, CSIR UGC NET. After that, you can select the duration for which you want to take the subscription. Even guys, we are going to have the Plus and the Iconic, both the subscriptions available on Unacademy Learning app. So depending on which subscription you want to take, whether you want to take the Plus subscription or the Iconic subscription, you can select that. So in the Plus subscription you will get these benefits, while in the Iconic subscription you will get these benefits. Once you will select that, now you can select the duration after this step, for how much time you want to take the subscription. These are the Plus prices. Okay, same way if you will proceed further in the Learning app, you will be able to see the Iconic prices too. Okay, and after selecting the duration, you will be even getting one place to write the referral code there. So there you can write the referral code, which is Anjali A Live. As you can see, it has been mentioned here on the screen. So by using and by applying this referral code, you will get the 10% discount in the total Unacademy Plus subscription amount. Now guys, one more thing, we are going to have the two referral codes. One is Anjali Arora, as you can see here on the screen. Another one is Anjali A Live. So by using any of these referral codes, you will be able to get the 10% discount in the total subscription amount. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video till the end. I hope each and everything will be clear to all of you. But in case if you will have any doubt, any question, any query, you can mention in the comments. We will try to consider that too. Thank you everyone.